Let's get this 911 started back up. 73 degrees outside, but it's nice and toasty in the car. Ooh, sounds all right. All right, guys, now I'm vacuuming out the car. Quick vacuum. I put the windows down. Oh, I do it every freaking time. Front axle lift. Let's see. I put the windows down. I got the streaks all over the windows. This is my second car wash, 2 hours. Gotta give me a little something. Kind of wishing I didn't bid on that cobalt blue 996. Nobody else is bidding right now. I'm sure someone's gonna hop in there at the end. All right, guys, I switched up to 911 for the golf cart. Getting in these little seats. Ow! Hit my leg on a scooter. Getting in these little seats can sometimes be a little bit of a pain. I go in back first, but I actually realize I go in right leg, twist, drop, spin, rotate, and I'm in. Then you fire it up. The sweet sound of combustion. All right, let's get this thing out of here. You know I love the 911s, but I've been looking. Oh, they're so expensive, man. I let the bid go on the blue C4S that I was bidding on. Mexico on the P car market. I just let it go. It's $51,700, and I thought that's not my dream spec. I was like, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna go any further. And then I started thinking to myself, what am I doing with all these cars and insurance payments? And I'm like thinking, am I making the right decisions? And then I thought, yeah, I'm making the right decisions. You only live once. Yeah, it is kind of stupid. I see the stock account pop off. Then I'm like, might have went up enough to get the, but then you got to just, like Charlie Munger said, the first rule of compounding, don't interrupt it unnecessarily. And that's what you do when you take the gains to go buy a car. So I was trying to find a car that I could afford that wouldn't break the bank. So I started looking at S2000s. I look at everything, but I did look up some S2000s. I thought it'd be cool because they never made a Type R S2000. Somebody created one on their own with like modern looking seats and stuff. But I thought it'd be cool to make your own little version of a Type R S2000. I come up with these stupid ideas. The reason I like the S2000, I'm not saying I'm getting an S2000, I'm just looking at them. I like the fact that they can rev to 9,000 RPMs. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool, a Type R S2000. White, with the red seats, white wheels. The reason I'm looking at all these different types of cars is that, oh, you know, I had WRX 2005. Look at this color. It's green, dude, with yellow brake calipers. That thing is nice. He just told me it's a Porsche color. It's black olive. So I was looking on Bring a Trailer. There's a 2005, just like the car I had. Damn, that'd be fun to relive my childhood. I took the headlights out and put them in the oven and heated them up like barely. I heated the oven up, put the headlights in there on this tray, and then I removed the orange plastic from inside the headlights. Because it was black, the car was black. I had an HKS blow-off valve, and I had a turbo timer. Right here was the clock. It like swooped up with a little clock, and I took the clock out and put the turbo timer in front. Man, we got a 95 Civic hatchback. We got all kinds of cars out here. The average person's like, that's just some old Civic. I'm like, no, dude, that's not just some old Civic. He knows. I love that car. I had the same car. You guys know what I'm saying. I had that same car. I had the same car. See, man? So I was looking at cars I could afford that'd be fun to build. So I was looking at the WRX, the STI. There's a black one. I was actually looking at the EK9 Type R Civic. I was looking at S2000. Again, that was this. My very first car was a 1989 Ford Escort. Well, they made a turbo version of that car. I don't know if we had it in America. The one that's the one turbo K-swapped Ford Escort 1989, the first car I ever had. getting back in the 911. I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate you guys watching.